We're here today with Mr. Jack Adams, the current instructor of the Advanced Robotics and Mechatronics program here at Buena Park High School. My face looks familiar. I started this program a few years ago, and last year I left the classroom and was grateful enough to have a teacher that wanted to take over the program. So today I'm going to be asking Jack a few questions about how his first year went and what are some of the things that helped him.
Yeah, all I know is I feel like I was given keys to a really nice car. He did such a wonderful job setting up this program, and really it just shows how well SOCA integrates into giving kids hand-on skills that they can apply to industry later on. So really, this is one of the most fun subjects to teach. I used to teach physics, which very useful science, but I think the number of kids that can apply it later on is not as great as what this program has available for the kids and what they do after school.
So Jack, how do the SOCA certifications fit in your program, and why do you think they're valuable for students?
So this program is a 3-year program, and every single year kids are learning different technical skills, and really the SOCA certifications is like the big goal. Like, hey kids, you should learn this, but not just for a good grade, because transcripts after high school, no offense, not really as important, but these certifications, they can go on your resumes, they can go on college applications, anything you want to do after high school, these are valuable and they're industry recognized, and they just give you potential. So each year of my 3 years, you have different options. SOCA 101 for the first year, 102 for the second year, and for the third year, you have the 103, which is also equivalent to the 215. And each of these, students can first test for the silver if they are doing really well on the exams, and then if they really show hands-on skills, they can actually show at different stations and earn gold, and that is really kind of the goal of this program. Have kids become SOCA Gold certified in as many disciplines as possible. It gives them just potential for what they do after high school.
What do you think right now, like this type of career and technical education program is so important?
I mean, right now, all you hear people talk about is AI. Oh my gosh, all these digital jobs are gonna be lost. Well, guess what jobs are gonna always be needed? People with hands-on skills to know how to actually solve problems in different industries. And right now, it's all about those hands-on skills, which that's what SOCA is all about. And it doesn't matter whether it's robotics, pneumatics, hydraulics, all of these are just useful industries that need people to do the work, who are comfortable with the tools and have an understanding to do it well. And that's why, again, I think of all industries and of all potential, this is the right kind of material for kids to be learning today.
You kind of touched up on this in your last answer, but are there any other specific competencies or skills you want to add that you teach in this program?
I mean, right now, I try to just think about general problem solving, because the reality is, I taught physics and I had never taught half of this content before. A lot of this was new to me, but if you learn how to learn, you learn how to address new industries, new technology, you're very open-minded and you're not afraid. You're kind of, you're confident in your abilities to problem solve whatever gets thrown your way, and that's what SOCA kind of helps you develop.
You talked about doing the SOCA 101, 102, 103 in the first 3 years respectively. How do you use it? When do you give the students the SOCA certification exam?
Usually it's at the end of the semester, because it takes about a whole semester for students to be introduced, to practice, and actually go to the technical stations and get a little bit more comfortable with each of those. So it's a good way to sort of end the semester and validate, okay, do you indeed know all this? And it's, hello, study, try hard, because it can be on your college application, your resume. It is only helpful to pass this and earn these certifications.
Now, we've heard from your point of view, but why do you think these certifications, the SOCA certifications, are so valuable for students?
I think it really just gives you nothing but potential after you leave high school, because right now transcripts and GPA to most people are just numbers, which they don't often hold much value after high school. But these certifications, as more and more companies are becoming more and more automated, relying more and more on technology, this will help you stand apart compared to your peers. Hey, maybe their GPA is great, maybe even these other validations, but SOCA is becoming more and more just recognized globally today and very useful for kids to have achieved.
Now, I know you're just wrapping up your first year in the program, but as far as the program has been around, do you have any success stories of students you'd like to share?
It's interesting. There's 2 students, one who's currently going to be graduating. He'll be going to Universal Technical Institute next year to study robotics. And he has a few of his SOCA certifications under his belt. And at that school, he'll learn separate curriculum, he'll get his own certifications, but when he leaves, when he graduates, Now his resume will actually have more than just provided there, because let's be honest, even if your job is only to work on hydraulics, ooh, every now and then, ooh, there's some sensors here, ooh, every now and then you have to deal with a little bit of AC/DC. Being very broad skilled can only help you, and that's why get as many of these certifications as possible. It just makes you that more diverse for going into industry. But you know, there's also the kids who are like, you know, I'm going to go to university, I want to study mechanical engineering, which, by the way, that was my background. UC Irvine, mechanical engineering. You know, you might be great at going to lecture and doing worksheets and passing midterms. When you're actually trying to find a job and your resume only shows, yep, I have a diploma, but you have no hands-on skills, no hands-on certifications, how do you set yourself apart? The kids that actually have these SOCA certifications, that will help them so much more than just your generic college grad of whatever mechanical engineering, what have you. So no matter what you do after high school, this can only help you. That's really what I want to emphasize.
Okay, now you've done this for a year. How do you hope to expand your SOCA program in the future?
I mean, really, it's about getting more and more golds. Right now, I have a lot of kids that have gotten their silver. I have a few, and the harder thing is to time it with your 9th, 10th, 11th graders, and then your 12th graders, because seniors, you know, they're often just kind of looking to leave and get out the door. So I want to try to rearrange when I have certain certifications so that I can make sure that they are able to get their gold and be better recognized going forward.
So earlier, when in the introduction, you mentioned that you felt like you were handed the keys to a nice car, so I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all me, and I want to know what made this easy for you to take over a SOCA program.
You know, most people, if they're told, hey, you're taking over a new program, you're afraid, oh my gosh, I have all these things I need to pick up and write myself. Thank goodness, actually SOCA has all their curriculum available online, and you log in with Amatrol, and the kids have their lessons perfectly laid out, their little notes. Oh, you're gonna learn about AC/DC, and then as a teacher, you're like, okay, do I have to build a lab station? Like, no, you literally from Amatrol get their AC/DC station. There's already step-by-step showing what they need to do, what they need to practice, so that when they do take the certification exam, they have not just the notes and knowledge from SOCA and Amatrol, but also the recollection of what they did with their hands. So all of it is already there, it's already available. You're more of a facilitator, and I'll tell you, if you have prior knowledge, that's great, but guess what? For a lot of this, it was new to me, but if you are to some degree just capable of problem solving and learning, don't be afraid to learn new stuff. And if a high schooler can learn it, I would hope you are pretty just confident and you can also adapt and learn it as well. Bring it in, build a program, and it's a lot easier than you think.